When Magic Johnson announced his HIV diagnosis 25 years ago, I think it did increase people's awareness that there was treatment available and that people that we look up to were people who were also diagnosed with HIV and who were willing to go and take treatment. I think that whole experience shaped the way people thought about folks who are living with HIV. And I think we still see the effects of that today. The prognosis for being diagnosed back then was people were just figuring out how to have people die with dignity. I mean, that really was where things were at the time. His announcement, I think, helped shed some different light on it. And the fact that he survived, like it's 25 years later, he's still with us, I think says a lot in terms of how it still inspires hope in people. From where we've been 25 years ago, we have much more effective treatments today. So back then, people would talk about cocktails that had enormous side effects that were not well tolerated. Now, many people who have HIV are able to be treated with one pill a day, many fewer side effects. So I think that makes it easier to integrate into people's lives. Where we are still behind is in stigma. I was at a meeting recently and someone said that people aren't dying from AIDS anymore, they're dying from stigma. There's still other issues that stigma impacts, like people commit suicide, people have depression. There's a ton of other things that can complicate the lives of people with HIV. Race has played and continues to play an important part of how HIV looks in terms of its distribution. If I am a young Black man who has HIV and I walk into a clinic, sometimes people already have assumptions about how I might have gotten it. People who aren't engaging in treatment, it's not that they're anti-HIV pills, right? They're not anti-treatment, but they don't want to be in these systems that don't treat them well. At the University of Rochester, there's many different types of studies that are focused on HIV, both in the prevention side and the care side, including HIV stigma. So HIV PrEP has been one of those where you can take a pill daily and that it creates a chemical barrier in the bloodstream that can block infection if somebody becomes exposed to HIV. The HIV Vaccines Trials Unit has really been at the forefront of trying to identify ways to stop infection. My own area of research focuses on HIV prevention and care using mobile app-based health delivery models to improve access points. So I'm not allowing the clinic door to be the only way people can access care because of stigma, many times people won't walk through the door. So there's a lot happening in Rochester that's really advancing the science of HIV prevention and strategies for how we improve care for people with HIV.